Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. Joining us in the studio today, Jason Bright and Matt Fussell from the JOMOCON Committee, and they're here to tell us all about, well, you guessed it, JOMOCON. Welcome to the show. So this is a pretty big deal that you've had going on for a while. Tell me a little bit about what it is and what people can expect this year.
Okay, well, JOMOCON, it's a convention, and like I said before, it's for all things nerd culture, geek culture, but we do it for charity. We're fundraising for the Children's Center in Southwest Missouri this year. And so we're going to go to the Cornell Complex on West 7th Street in Joplin. That's going to be August 5th. And we're going to have guests, we're going to have gaming, we're going to have cosplay, art vendors, nerd merchandise vendors, all sorts of stuff, just to give people a chance to get out, get together, enjoy the things that they're all passionate about, like sci-fi, fantasy, anime, all that stuff.
All right. And how important is it for y'all to be able to do this and raise money for charity?
There's a lot of local need, and sometimes you don't realize just how much local need there is until you start to look for it. And so it kind of fulfills two roles. Like, one, we get to do something like that normally you don't get to do unless you're in a bigger city and a much higher price point. And then two, it's also for a good cause. So you kind of take out two birds with one stone. You get to come have a good time, and some kids in this case this year get some really necessary money that they need to facilitate some of their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned something key there. You know, you always hear about these big conventions in the larger cities. What's it like to be able to bring something like this down here to Joplin every year?
Well, one of the reasons we started this is because Matt and I, and also the other members of our group, we have gone to conventions before. They're really fun, really awesome. You see some amazing stuff there. And, you have to go to Kansas City is like the closest one for something that big. Right. And so we're, you go there a few times, you're like, you know what, I really wish we could have this in Joplin, in our hometown. And so that's why we formed our group, and it's smaller, but it is local, it's more personable, it's more accessible and cheaper.
And then in terms of special guests, what does it take to secure some of these and be able to make this as successful as you see in the big cities?
Yeah, so finding a guest, that's just a lot of emailing and a lot of research. Yeah, you go online, like there's entire encyclopedias online, or like Wikipedias, I guess, of voice actors, which when you're talking anime or a lot of the nerd culture, a lot of the media involves voice acting. And so we usually get a voice actor, which we did this year. Her name's Ryan Bartley. She's coming from LA. She's in a lot of big animes right now, like Demon Slayer is one of them. You can go on Netflix and watch that right now. So like I said, a lot of emailing and negotiation.
I can imagine so, but it's still great for me. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so to be able to have things like this come here to Joplin and not have to travel halfway across the state in order to do something is just really exciting.
Right.
And as you mentioned, you're raising money for a local charity as well, which
absolutely.
is just phenomenal. So real quick recap, where is this, when is this, what do people need to know?
We'll be at the Cornell Center in Joplin, Missouri. It's the corner of 7th and Joplin. It'll be from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on August 5th. You can get your tickets right now if you go to jomocon.org. We do have an advanced pricing cut if you want to get in there, but it'll be $15 at the door a day of, because, again, we want to keep this accessible for local families.
Yeah. All right. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much for coming in this morning. And, of course, if for any reason you missed any of that, you know where to go, KOAMnewsnow.com. We'll be back right after this.